Welcome to ProTips for PowerPoint. I'm going to show you 5 things you may not know about my favorite presentation software. First, you probably already know about Normal Editing View and Presentation View, but have you ever explored the Slide Sorter view? You can access this view here at the bottom of the editing screen or from the pull-down menus. Slide Sorter lets you drag and drop to rearrange slides or add new slides. This is especially useful when you're working with large decks that have a bunch of slides. Now let's take a look at a couple of tools you can use to quickly align shapes and other graphic elements on your slides. I can use the Align tool to line up elements on my slide canvas. All I have to do is select the shapes I want to align and click the Align button, one of the options in the Arrange menu. I can align to the left, to the middle, and to the right, and more. Knowing this pro tip means I don't need to spend a lot of time futzing around with the arrow keys and trying to eyeball whether something is lined up properly or not. I can let the software do it for me automatically. The Align tool is located in the same menu as the Distribute tool, which is another of my favorites. The Distribute tool lets you arrange objects with equal amounts of space between them. You can distribute either horizontally or vertically. With this set of shapes, I want to spread them out in equal distances on the slide, so I'm going to make sure that the ones on the ends are where I want them. Then I'm going to click the Align Horizontal button. And look how nicely the software lines up this set of objects. Now I've just shown you 2 ways you can avoid having to use your arrow keys to change the position of items on the slide. But sometimes you do want to use the arrow keys to nudge an element. When you click the arrow key to nudge an object, it moves the object 3 pixels. That's not very much, but sometimes it's still just a little too far. When you need the ability to control how far you nudge an object, you can hold down your Control key, or Command if you're on a Mac, and the arrow at the same time, which nudges the object by only 1 pixel. Here I'm zoomed in quite a bit on this set of 2 lines, and I want to make sure they're perfectly joined. So I'm using my Command and arrow keys to move the vertical line till it's exactly joined with the horizontal one. Perfect. Speaking of being exact, I'd like to show you how you can gain more precise control over the amount of space in between lines of body text on your slides. This space is otherwise known as leading, and we're looking at text that has been single-spaced. You probably know that you can go to the Paragraph Edit dialog box and change the single space to 1.5 or even double spacing, just like in your word processing program. But let's say you needed to have the lines a bit closer together than the single spacing would allow. To do that, choose the Exactly setting, and PowerPoint allows you to precisely adjust the leading to the same point size as the block of text. It's considered best practice to keep your paragraph leading 2 points higher than the text in the block. So for example, this text that we're looking at is displayed at 50 point size. So I'm going to say that I want the leading at 52 points. That looks exactly like I want it. One last thing I'd like to show you that you may not have known about PowerPoint. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the graphics on slides are disproportionate? They're either too skinny or too chubby. The way to retain the original proportions of the graphic when you want to resize it is to hold down your Shift key and then drag the edge of the image to make it larger or smaller. This tip also works for making perfect circles and perfect squares. Thanks for watching this screencast on PowerPoint Pro Tips. I know you'll discover lots more cool stuff as you go along.